In the realm of contemplation, premature utterances may disrupt the fragile equilibrium of truth, while excessive sharing could become a burdensome weight on the soul. Amidst the ions of the microscopic cosmos, the ascent and descent of individuals resonate like a philosophical melody, and secrets resemble both shield and sword, capable of guarding us and triggering destruction. However, if certain secrets are deeply embedded in our essence, should we not exercise caution in preserving them rather than revealing them easily? The Stoics, the venerable hall of the ancient philosophical tradition, comprehend these wisdoms profoundly. They cradle the creed of silence and prudence, considering it a mystical talisman, defending the realm against the wounds of the soul, guarding the sacred sanctuary of dignity. In this captivating video, we will delve deep into the tenets embraced by the Stoics, unraveling how those crucial and closely interwoven secrets form an indivisible philosophical web, constructing a haven for wisdom. Join us on this philosophical journey, paying close attention until the end of the video, as we explore the hidden underlying reasons within. 1. The silent struggle, the power of individual endeavor. You find yourself immersed in a silent battle, where each face conceals a universe full of stories, some loudly singing, while many remain silently profound. These mute narratives are woven from challenges and personal struggles, containing immense power. Why is that? Because they carve our contours, shape our perspectives, and drive us to surpass limits. Just as the strongest steel is forged in the fiercest flames, we, too, become resilient through these internal battles. The admonition of Epictetus awakens us to the crucial aspect of how we face the vicissitudes of life. In the struggle within ourselves, we might be overwhelmed by the burden silently borne. This does not mean we should bury all problems deep inside, but rather choose wisely when and to whom we confide. Sharing internal battles is a privilege that should be handled with care, only shared with those deemed trustworthy. In today's era of rampant social media, there may be a moment when we feel inclined to lay everything bare. However, selectively sharing holds immense power, allowing some battles to remain your personal experiences, a testament to your unwavering persistence, akin to a personal medal of honor. Though seeking comfort from others is a human instinct, remember that not every ear can resonate with the depth of your inner melody. Sometimes, the sound of your struggle is best heard in the tranquil corners of your own soul. After all, as the Stoics advocate, true transformation often quietly thrives in tranquility. 2. The whispers of self-doubt, the power of inner dialogue. The whispers of self-doubt, akin to soft murmurs, have at times halted you on the precipice of decision, gently pulling you back from uncertainty. These whispers softly inquire, "Am I good enough? What if I fail?" They are the clandestine residents of the soul, quietly nudging us away from the path of potential. Although shouting these anxieties might be tempting, hoping for someone to counter them, the Stoics understand the importance of protecting them, at least until fully acknowledged and addressed. This insight stems from the ancient wisdom of the Stoics, suggesting that instead of amplifying inner dialogues for the whole world to hear, it is better to confront them, considering them as transformative experiences, especially in a world where there is a tendency to magnify feelings of unease. In a radically different manner, engage with the whispers of self-doubt in an introspective and serene domain. Let your understanding act as a soothing balm rather than getting drowned in the opinions of countless others. Boldly challenge these voices, engage in dialogue with them, even engage in logical reasoning. In an era where every emotion can rapidly spread in public spaces, cherishing the power of solitude is unparalleled, especially when you contain the cacophony of self-doubt. These voices require your undivided attention, not the attention of the outside world. After all, the wise act is silently repairing the flaws on the ship rather than letting everyone witness its demise. 3. The mysterious power of future plans, action beyond utterance. Have you ever felt the pressure of others' inquisitive gazes regarding your future plans? Do you maintain quiet dignity, profoundly sensing the power of holding on to your future plans? Desires, dreams, and aspirations are like precious treasures. You choose not to disclose every detail, maintaining a sense of mystery and unpredictability. In an era of eager sharing, you wield the power of secrecy, letting actions speak louder than words. History provides numerous examples where individuals who boasted too early witnessed the collapse of their plans. Napoleon Bonaparte, a military genius without parallel, suffered from overconfidence, broadcasting his plans and underestimating opponents, ultimately leading to a fatal flaw highlighted by the Battle of Waterloo. Business tycoons like Howard Hughes are infamous for being conservative about their endeavors, ensuring competitors lag behind. An instructive lesson on unpredictability and strategic prudence. In today's era of social platforms, we are accustomed to publicizing every intention. However, Stoic wisdom reminds us that taking a step back has its value, adopting a more cautious approach. By keeping the secrets of future plans, you not only protect personal aspirations, but also leave room for adaptation and change without external pressures. As Seneca wisely stated, if a man does not know to which port he is steering, no wind is favorable. This is a striking reminder to set a course for our journey, share only when necessary, and most of the time, share with ourselves. Firmly holding on to the future doesn't signify fear or uncertainty, rather, it demonstrates a profound understanding of the dynamic nature of the world. It's not about being secretive for the sake of secrecy, but about upholding the sanctity of the journey, ensuring that when the world witnesses your steps, they are resolute, cautious, and always one step ahead. 4. The adventure of keeping secrets, inward growth beyond the comfort zone. Maintaining secrets within adventures beyond the comfort zone might seem counterintuitive, but holds inherent wisdom. Sharing every challenge and unconventional adventure, intentions may shift from seeking validation to applauding one's own courage. Stoicism is not about external recognition, but the pursuit of inner growth. For example, when you decide to wake up an hour earlier to read, or take a walk in the rain to experience life, perhaps keeping these experiences to yourself adds more meaning. It's not a performance, it's a personal journey. As Marcus Aurelius said, is it for show or is it for real progress? History records the great achievements of Alexander the Great, yet he chose simplicity among luxuries, just like his soldiers, reminding himself not to lose sight in extravagance and comfort. While our battles may not be military conquests, they are equally genuine, and the challenges are equally significant. In a rapidly changing world, storms and uphill climbs shape mountains, and our challenges, especially those embraced quietly, are carving us. 5. The fragile power, the heroic journey kept private. Every hero has a vulnerable spot, a weakness that could lead to failure. In the beautiful yet imperfect nature of humanity, vulnerability intertwines with strengths. These delicate inner aspects deserve protection rather than public exposure. It's not about hiding or denying, but about treating them with due respect. People are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. This perspective echoes the voice of the epic Titus, indicating that it's not our vulnerabilities that define us, but our perception of them. Accepting vulnerability is crucial. They are marks of past traumas, lessons learned, and even fears of future battles. They are profound personal experiences, and publicly declaring them might make us vulnerable to external judgment, distorting our understanding or acceptance of them. By privately acknowledging these points, we strengthen ourselves, ensuring they won't be exploited or misunderstood. This gives us an opportunity to deal with them, transforming them from weaknesses into areas of growth. Throughout history, many wise individuals recognized their vulnerabilities, viewing them as motivation rather than threats. Abraham Lincoln faced failure and melancholy without openly boasting about the struggle, but internalized it into compassion and leadership. Conversely, Julius Caesar's excessive trust in confidence led to his downfall. History teaches us the importance of recognizing vulnerability, handling it with care to ensure it doesn't become a source of failure. In today's world, oversharing has become the norm, and the pressure of revealing one's soul can be overwhelming. There is strength in selective silence, acknowledging vulnerability, cherishing efforts to improve without obligating their public disclosure. Keeping some pages reserved is acceptable, mystery has its charm, and strength sometimes lies in the unexamined chapters. 6. Intrinsic wisdom, the Stoic way of dealing with resentment. Holding on to grudges is like drinking poison, hoping the other person will die, a heavy burden, a futile effort whispered in the ears. Choosing to internalize resentment, as Stoics, contributes to inner balance and self-control. Not venting every frustration fosters inner resilience, learning to solve problems internally rather than dispersing energy. This brings to mind Epictetus's reflection: it is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments about those events. Sharing every annoyance or setback not only conveys negative emotions, but subtly seeks validation for those feelings. By maintaining silence and introspection, giving oneself time for questioning, one can assess whether the resentment is reasonable, controllable, and should impact one's mindset. This introspection often leads to the realization that many resentments are transient and not worth the energy. For legitimate grievances, direct resolution may be more effective than discussion. Looking back through the corridors of time, stories of individuals letting personal resentment consume them often end unfavorably. The animosity between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton escalated into a deadly duel, costing both men heavily, one with his life, the other with his reputation and subsequent depression. Their stories vividly remind us of the severe consequences of allowing personal resentment to govern behavior. In today's society, catharsis is often advocated as therapy, but Stoicism takes a different stance. It's about internalizing the process of handling resentment, understanding its roots, and acting with wisdom. When feeling agitated, taking a moment to reflect and asking whether venting truly brings change, as silence is sometimes the most powerful response, and calmness is the ultimate victory. 7. The precious inner journey, the way of Stoicism. Achieving a sense of quiet contentment in things, big or small, often compels us to broadcast these moments in modern society. Stoicism encourages internalizing the appreciation of achievements rather than seeking external validation. Why? Because internal validation is sustainable and broadcasts authenticity. Achievements sometimes lose their luster when turned into mere talking points. This is not to diminish the joy of sharing success with loved ones, but to call for discernment, recognizing that not every victory requires an audience. It's about understanding the difference between sharing joy and seeking validation. Internalizing a profound appreciation for one's own growth and achievements makes you self-sufficient, and this self-sufficiency acts as a shield, protecting you from the impact of external judgments. History is filled with stories of those who loudly proclaimed success but faced unforeseen consequences, such as the legend of Icarus. Flying too close to the sun, arrogance and defiance of warnings led to melting wings and a fall into the sea. His failure stemmed from the need to push boundaries for pride and recognition. Humble acceptance of success doesn't diminish its importance, instead, it strengthens it. The constant connectivity of modern society presents unique challenges while offering opportunities. When achieving, feel and cherish, then carefully decide who to share it with. 8. The whispers of dreams, the delight of Stoicism. Have you ever found joy in small things that make your heart flutter? Perhaps it's a hidden dream, like learning an instrument or dancing in the rain. These small desires often get drowned out in the daily hustle. The inclination to share is natural, but premature disclosure can lead to unnecessary opinions. The wisdom of the Stoics advises that dreams are whispers to the soul, not to the crowd. Cherish this inner voice. Looking back in history, Socrates left no writings, and the mystery added to his reverence. His personal desires, small wishes, perhaps, forever remain a mystery, and therein lies the beauty. A strong reminder that not everything needs exposure. In today's world, take some time to savor dreams not shared. Let them grow in the silence of your soul. When they are strong enough to face the world, perhaps then let them come out. Until then, protect them, for they are your secret power, the quiet song of the soul, waiting for magic to happen in your own way. 9. Silent growth. Stoic wisdom guides the journey of personal growth. Like a caterpillar spinning a cocoon, profound internal transformations are invisible. Broadcasting every small progress might divert attention, even hinder the process of metamorphosis. The details of personal growth are treasures, but not all are suitable for display. Some are meant to be felt deep within the soul. Not advocating complete silence, sharing can be therapeutic or inspiring for others. However, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of reflection. As Seneca said, learn how to live, but do not tell others. We live in an era where documenting life has become almost second nature. Hasty tweets and sharing milestones sometimes overshadow the essence of the experience itself. Before sharing, pause and ask yourself if it's for acknowledgement or genuine connection. Borrowing again from Stoic perspectives or reflecting on Marcus Aurelius' meditations, there is a realization: the universe is changing and life is about perspectives. The journey of personal growth is sometimes more powerful when rode silently than when announcing every turn. In the end, the evolved version of yourself will speak louder than any update. 10. Thoughtful sharing. Stoic wisdom guides the precious journey of emotions. The canvas of life is painted with a wide range of emotions, including happiness, sadness, love, anger, and more. While openly displaying emotions is common today, keeping some feelings intimate is a silent power. Restraint is not about suppression, but understanding that emotions are profound, personal, and complex experiences. Real-time sharing may not capture the true essence of emotions, and the external world is not always friendly. Stoicism reminds us to gently hold on to emotions. They unfold at their own pace, revealing aspects often overlooked in haste. Think of Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic Roman emperor, whose deeply personal reflections were recorded in private notes, what we now call meditations. It wasn't grand public declarations, but intimate contemplations written for himself. He chose not to broadcast every moment, reminding us to pause and truly understand the importance of feeling before sharing them. In today's chase for quick reactions, remember that allowing emotions to settle and pondering them is a wise move. Not every emotion deserves an immediate release. Some, when reserved and reflected upon, develop into deeper understandings or transform into other forms. Indeed, giving emotion space and time to evolve is a sign of respect for one's inner world. Some journeys require solo experiences, and the most genuine and profound moments occur when you feel ready to share with others. This thoughtful approach to sharing values individual feelings and creates more meaningful moments of communication. Therefore, giving emotion some breathing space becomes a part of a deeper exploration journey, making the process richer and more authentic. Thank you for your support and joining us on our journey. If you have any further topics or ideas you'd like to explore, feel free to share in the comments. We're more than happy to engage with you. Your feedback and suggestions are crucial in providing us with deeper insights. If you enjoyed today's content, please give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to keep the knowledge flowing. Looking forward to crossing paths with you again in future journeys. Cheers!